There's some very interesting goings on in some of the lower leagues, which we'll be taking a look at towards the end of the video, so stick around for that, because I think someone may have set a new bad defensive record.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. It is the final episode of our first season in the Premier League. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like. That'd be most lovely. So, as you can see, well, actually, first I will tell you this. Simon Nelson is now considered a wonder kid by the media. Now, I feel like I've known this for years. Finding a player of that kind of quality where we did, and seeing him develop into the player that he's become, and I feel like he can continue to get better and better. And I genuinely feel like I feel like Simon Nelson is going to be our left-sided option for the rest of this save. And I know that's a bold claim with the way I make signings, but I really have felt that way since we found him. In addition to that, it is the streamer showdown right now after this video. It's amazing. This week, particularly even better in a way, because it's a £250 million budget, which is much smaller than normal. It's Premier League only, smaller squads, and there's been some huge twists. So if you are interested, link in the description to my Twitch channel. Go over there, check that out. It's pretty damn fun, to be honest. It's a good laugh. Without any further ado, we've got two games today, obviously. We've got Arsenal and Manchester United. I don't feel like we'll get points from either, but we've surprised a few people this season. Sadly, the injuries don't really help. What also doesn't help is that Blackhaven beat Leeds 2-0 and are now level on the points with us. So, the only thing we've got over them at the moment is our goal difference is 15 better than theirs. Their second half of the season has been pretty stellar for the most part. They've actually improved on their tally of last year. I think they got 43 points last year and came 11th. This year, 50 points and coming 10th. It's a lot of investment to get that, but I guess they're making progress too. But wouldn't it be funny if we ended up first season in the Premier League just pipping them on goal difference or something? But we really are going to need to get something out of these final two matches, I feel like, and that could be the problem. Particularly as Morelli is also suspended, so that means that we're going to have to bring in Luke Watson. He's a good option, but man, this guy loves a red card. As for everywhere else, though, it's actually pretty strong. I'm going to bring Sebastian Chan back in, because I feel like, actually, to be fair, Charrier's kind of done a better job for the most part, although I do have to be careful because we won't have Charrier next year for the most part. So there is that as a slight problem. We just haven't had this. I mean, you can see Clive Kimberley has been the one man that's really stood out. Our centre-backs have been good. Bouzidi's also been good. And I feel like maybe with a full season of Bouzidi next year, things could be a little bit more interesting there. As for the strike force, with Franzi out for a while, Billington and Ropas, we really are going to have to spend money on a pressing forward in the summer. We cannot abide by this situation. Neither of these two is prone to play that position. They're just not. So I put McCartney on the bench, actually. I don't know why I was going to change the bench there. So it's quite an interesting Arsenal team, actually, with Ihatta and Pulisic, Lewis Cook in there as well. Quite a few names I recognise, actually. Oh, also, there's some very interesting goings on in some of the lower leagues, which we'll be taking a look at towards the end of the video. So stick around for that, because I think someone may have set a new bad defensive record. Right then, at the Emirates, I feel like I can't remember who Blackhaven play in their final game. The one I was hoping they wouldn't win was the Leeds one, and they did, 2-0. Oh, this is some nice fancy football here. Obviously, there'll be an analysis video later on. I feel like I've got a lot of ideas as to where we need to strengthen, quite frankly. A lot of the signings I want to make are going to be players for the future, because I feel like this is that year where we can sort of stabilise, try to just build up a bit of a squad with the players we already have, and build for the future. But there's a few positions I do feel like it would be worth trying to go after, particularly pressing forward now, because I really don't know what state Fran Sullivan's going to be in when he returns. It'd be so cool if he actually did get the most man of the match awards in the year, and Ropas hits the target, but not good enough just yet. He just needs time, does Dimitris. I've got faith in him. Oh, and wow, how did Dale Connor miss that? In addition to that, you'll notice Manchester City, they are one win away, or one draw away from an unbeaten season and a very high points total as well. Great tackle again from Charrier. Right, Bouzidi's got to... I feel like more and more, they're not choosing those passes to the striker, whereas I feel like if Sullivan was there, they would play that ball, and they just don't seem to trust Wim Billington to take that ball down. Charrier, Nelson over the crossbar. Kimberley cuts himself a Ropas. Can he open the space up for himself? He does. It's a weak shot, though. Cook's throw blocked. One thing that might have affected Wim Billington slightly this year is he picked up a bad trait, or what I would consider a bad trait, and that is dwells on ball. And I don't really want that for my striker in this system, so I'm desperately trying to get rid of it. But my assistant's like, oh, that's not a good idea to get rid of that. I'm like, I think you'll find it is, mate. Pedro Porro, oh, please no. Oh, that's such a good ball. Oh, Nelson wins it. He's got to look for Ropas. And again, they do not look forward. They seem to have stopped doing it. There we go, finally. Ropas is in. Oh, go on, Dimitris. Set yourself. Patience! Oh, he took too many touches. He just overdid it there. Bouzidi. Charrier. Oh, the chance for Ropas was so clear there. He had so much time to think about what he was going to do, and I think he got in his own head there and wasn't able to finish. I still have a lot of faith in him, but bloody hell. To be fair, if we were to come here and take a point, I would absolutely accept that. Kimberly. Oh, it's where we miss Sully so much. DeRidder. Tight angle, side netting. Oh, what a lovely little reverse pass for Dave Morton. He's offside. Oh, what a lovely ball. It's why I kind of feel like Simon Nelson's future does lie as an attacking-sided player there. Attacking-sided? Because Dave Morton just seems to have more of an impact when he comes on because he plays a slightly different role. Seals get across. And Griggs has... What a lovely touch there from Russell Griggs to keep the clean sheet intact. If we can win it off them here like Dave Morton has. Levy. Again, the link-up just isn't as fluid as it has been in the past. Like, those little link-ups between the strikers were usually so potent. But, oh, that's a nice touch from Charrier. It's not the best clearance, though. Here we go. Kimberly's ball. Thompson's header! Clips off the crossbar. Clive Kimberly, 87th minute here, and the goalkeeper's punched it. That's actually a really good punch, because now we're 3-on-3. Porto. And Morton with a superb piece of defending. Uh-oh. Mercier. Griggs again makes the flying save. Yeah, Russell Griggs is about to keep us in this match. He's such a good goalkeeper. It's unbelievable how good he's been. Cleared away again, and Ropas just doesn't come for it. Please not a 92nd minute one. Griggs tips it over again. Wow. Russell Griggs has been the hero, and he deserves man of the match for my money, and he won't get it because he's a goalkeeper. But getting a point at the Emirates here against Arsenal, who are a decent team this season, unless we don't. Oh, I mean, it's obviously been a joint effort from all the defenders in there, but Griggsy has really done the dirty work when he's had to and made those saves to earn us an incredibly useful point here that could be the difference between us finishing, well, 9th or 10th and either above or below Blackhaven, quite frankly, because we've got Man United at home next. And I know we beat them earlier this year, but that game was a complete mess. Come on, get that 1 point. Get that point. Watson clears it. Why are we still playing? We're into the 5th minute of 3 minutes of stoppage time. There we go. Arsenal 0, Whitport 0. A really hard-fought 0-0 draw. I think Russell Griggs was excellent in that match and deserves a much more than a 6.9. That is not up there with the Barnsley performance, but it's still a bloody good result. Well done. Billington's now got 8 matches without a goal. Right then, here we are. Blackhaven go away to Southampton. Honestly, I don't see them winning there. Southampton are a good side, so I think we might actually be okay to finish above them, and I still think that might be the first time in this save. So here we go. Manchester City as well. If they can avoid defeat at Bristol City, will have done a full season unbeaten, which is nuts. Really can't change anything because Morelli's still suspended, so I guess we're just going to have to go with the same lineup. I don't see it being like last time, but you never know. They're also top of the form standings as things go, so they're obviously on the up somewhat, although they can't qualify for the Champions League, it would seem. Arsenal and Watford, though, still battling out for that 6th place. Be a hell of a result for Watford to get in there. They have looked very good this year. City already lead inside 2 minutes. Go to 102 points in the Premier League. I don't know if that's I think the record is 101, is it not? So, not only would they be having an unbeaten season, but could potentially go to 102 points. And Southampton already lead Blackhaven. Oh, what the... Well, well, oh my god. The last game against United was a bit of a cluster, and that was nothing short of ridiculous. Like, clearance, cleared against, cleared away, cleared again. That is one of the most messy goals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players could have cleared that. But maybe it's the start we deserve after that result at United earlier this season. Bouzidi. That's better. Kimberly. That's, oh, really nice. Oh, what a ball for Bouzidi. Oh, and that just lacked that one final bit of play was just someone actually getting on the end of that, because that was really nice build-up from those 3. Charrier being allowed space to run down the right-hand side here. Bouzidi's distracting the defender. Charrier's all the way through, and Ropas very nearly got a toe on that. How's the door? Southampton take a 2-0 lead through, to be fair, one of the best strikers in the league. Okay, chance for Kimberly to whip one across. Bouzidi! And it's... Oh! Well, a goal down to that unfortunate Mason Greenwood goal as how things stand. Thankfully for us, Blackhaven are also 2-0 down, so that's fine. And as things stand at the moment, Bristol City would, despite losing, actually stay in the Premier League, despite their horrendous goal difference of like minus 40 something. Might be one of the worst goal differences to ever survive. 3-0 to Southampton now. Wow. Vitor Ferreira, I mean, they are finishing with a flourish. Oh, nice little ball around the corner from Bouzidi. Can Billington have a little run at the defenders now? That's better from Wynn. A little bit of space for him. Goes past a couple. Finally, we saw something out of Wynn Billington. It wasn't special the fact that he got the finish on the end, but what a lovely little run for him. That's what we've missed from him at times. Nelson. Just to try pushing Nelson further up again. I feel like playing into his strengths worked before, but now I feel like he needs to actually adapt to that role. Militao's got round. Nice ball in as well. Uh-oh, loads of space. Oh, and Hannibal Maybury makes it 2-0 to Man United. Griggsy maybe could have done a touch better there. It was kind of straight at him, and he sort of parried it into his own net. But thankfully, with results elsewhere, it does look like ninth place is going to be in the bag, and we are going to finish somehow above Blackhaven United. And a top-half finish in your first season in the Premier League. Ninth place is nothing to be sniffed at at all. Yeah, it comes at Griggs so quickly. I brought BPK on what's likely to be his last ever appearance for us, I would have thought, since I feel like the squad is finally going to adapt and we're not going to have to rely on him so much anymore. But we're going to get him on for his final ever, likely Premier League game. And to get a game against Manchester United on the final day of the season, you know, it would have been nice if he'd ever got the chance to score in the Premier League, but he's just never really been involved in those matches. He's basically at best been a distraction for other players to sort of take bodies away. But then that's because he's like a League 2 quality footballer. So we can't really expect that much out of the lad. He's just been an absolute hero for us over the years. Hudson-Odoi's through for United, and Griggs makes another top save. My question is this. Griggsy is on a better rating today than he was in the last game, despite only making 3 saves today. Explain that one, science. Nelson. Levy. Nelson. A bit of space for Putman-Kiteley now. What can BPK do? He goes past one. Billington has scored! Oh my god. Ben Putman-Kiteley grabs a Premier League assist. Well, I was just saying how much I wanted the guy to have contributed something in the Premier League, and now he has. Lovely little build-up here. Nelson with a nice ball across to Putman-Kiteley, but this was better from him. Brings it down, goes past his man, whips it across, and there was Win Billington's 15th goal of the season. He's still done okay, and that is such a big moment for him. Come on. Is there an amazing comeback on the cards here? What a ball from Putman-Kiteley. You just love to see it. He's actually contributed to a goal in the Premier League despite being a League 2 quality footballer. He's been here for such a long time, played with us since the 7th tier of English football. To still be in the team here is nuts. And he's still got more years left on his contract, to be fair. And he will stick around, of course. I intend to make sure of it. But it's just nice to see him actually have something. Maybe his swan song in a Whitport shirt professionally, so to speak. It's also worth knowing 11 of Man United's 16 shots have been from long range today as well. They've not actually been that good against us. Griggsy goes straight for Simon Nelson. That's very brave. Like it. Connor overlaps as well with Vertelbor. Here we go. Nelson. Where's Putman-Kiteley when you need him? And Billington again. And oh, a great save by Manco. But that could have been the equaliser there from Win Billington. He's peeling into all sorts of positions. Clive Kimberley now to deliver across. And Thompson's header is on target as well. Kimberley's ball again. Cleared. Oh, no, we're not done yet. Chan. Connor, that's the worst possible pass. Go to Clive. You have to go to Kimberley there. Now we've got to get Griggsy to pull us out of the mire here, and he's going to do it. Of course he will. Hudson-Odoi to deliver. Headed away by Thompson. I feel like there's still something in this for us. Sadly not. I think we played really well in this game, and maybe on another day would have got something from this game. Created some decent chances later in the game. Defended for the most part pretty well, to be fair. Like, 12 of their shots were from long range. And to be fair, one of them did go in. Whitport 1, Manchester United 2. They get their revenge for the result at Old Trafford, but we do still finish 9th in the Premier League. Manchester City go unbeaten, only conceding 11 goals with a plus 75 goal difference, 102 points. And Bristol City do stay up. Frankly, still more points than I expected us to get in those final games. I did not expect us to get a point at Arsenal. 51 points is a massive result for us. And the goal difference of only -5 is a big step in the right direction. We're basically best of the rest when you look at the way the league's gone. So I will happily take that. Given the amount of money we've spent compared to the amount of money these lads have spent. £27 million for that, which brings our finances now to £80 million in the bank. Now, we don't know what sort of transfer funds we're going to get for next season, but we've got £80 million in the bank now, which means we can finally start going after the infrastructure stuff that's going to be ever so important coming up, particularly with FM21 coming out on November 24th. I feel like that's going to be enough time for us to do a decent amount of work in this save and at least get through another reasonable amount of seasons. So, Premier League, there's how it finishes. Man City win the league by 19 points. That is an insane amount, and I think a record points tally still, maybe even a record goal difference. Spurs, Chelsea and Liverpool get Champions League. Man United and Watford get UEFA Europa League, and I don't know who's going to the Europa Conference League. I'm guessing maybe Southampton will get the spot. I don't know. Down go Burnley, Fulham and Bournemouth. So, yeah, the teams that came down Burnley, ironically, the only team that go down that came up last year. So there you go. Kimberley, right up there. Most man of the match awards, one of the best players in the league. He still deserves that. What about that? Adolf Future, though. There's a reason this guy's going to move in the summer. In the Championship, it's Villa Palace in the final. Sheffield United and Norwich will be joining us in the Prem next year. Norwich's final run in there was clearly very, very strong. Blackpool, Rotherham and Hull City take the drop. In the League One, Birmingham and Lincoln are in the final, along with Portsmouth and Luton are back to the Championship again, at the first time of asking. Birmingham have this player here called Leicester Challenger, which I just think is a fantastic name. Like, what a great name. Wimbledon, Exeter, Rochdale and Chesterfield go down. In League Two, Colchester and Shrewsbury face off in the playoffs. Sunderland, despite bottling it over the line towards the end here, have still won the league by 15 points. Got with Cardiff and Walsall. Down go Salford and Gillingham. And now to the National League. So Cambridge United are promoted. They beat Bradford City. Harrogate Town, they got 11 points in a 46-game season. They won 3 games and lost 41 games. But moreover than that, they conceded 111 goals. That's a lot of goals. Boreham Wood go up as champions as well. Cambridge managed to get promoted from 5th place, but look at that run. They had 5 consecutive league victories, so that probably contributed. Barnet get relegated from the National League along with Havant and Torquay United. But Harrogate Town with a minus 92 goal difference. That's gotta hurt. That's really gotta hurt. First season complete. And as this video later today, gonna be a good one. I will see you guys then. Obviously, Streamer Showdown going on right now, as well as tomorrow, so I look forward to that. I might put a video about it as well. I don't know how I'm gonna do things. So if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like. That'd be magnificent. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be cool too. We already know about Twitch. Don't need to tell you now. So I'll see you guys very, very soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.